James 1, 22, first chapter, 22nd verse says this. But be doers of the word and not hearers only. When I was young, I was very troubled. I'm not talking about just a little trouble. Like I got in some trouble. Like before I got to the next school, the teachers already knew my name. You see, I was a leader amongst my friends, but I was leading them down the wrong path. And in my mind, I thought that growing up fast, I thought it made sense, but I was wrong. And of course, football took over my life. I thought football was who I was. I let it define me. So I went to college. I hated public speaking. I didn't feel comfortable in front of people. My friends, they would joke with me about, the way I talk. I really thought that football was it for me. But once I dug deep, once I went through some things in life, I figured out that God was starting to reveal himself to me. He was starting to reveal, who I was. I figured out my passion and I had a passion for kids. I figured out that I actually enjoyed speaking. And I knew that once I, made up my mind that I was going, call myself a man of God, I knew that I would have to do what God's will was for me. Like I knew I would have to do what God put me here to do. I knew if I was going to say I'm a man of God, that I would have to be a doer and not a hearer. You see, unfortunately, some people in this world, they say that they are, Christian or they say that they are a follower of Jesus Christ, but they pick and choose what they want to do. You see, people say that they are a follower of Christ, but most of them walk in front of Jesus. You see, this is what we have to understand. As a world of followers of Jesus Christ, we have to become doers and not hearers. You see, we have to understand that we have to do what he did. You see, I'm all about doing, God's will. I'm all about doing that. And I don't succeed every day, but I'm willing. Listen to me. I'm willing to try and do it each and every day. Verse what God said about kids. Matthew 18:10, 18 chapter 10 verse. See that you do not despise one of these little ones. For I tell you that in heaven, their angels always see the face of my Father who is in heaven. It's time. It's time that we be doers. It's time that we stop reading and listening. It's time that we stop being doers.